Welcome to this series where we are taking a look at Reforged Eden 2 beta for Empyrion Galactic Survival. And we're starting on my capital vessel because in the last part we were exploring this planet here looking for zirconium and estrum. And I've ended up in this little corner here because there was a bastion here with both an estrum and a zirconium deposit next to it, so it was worth eventually. I mean, I tried to tunnel in, more about that in a little while. I tried to tunnel in, but at the end it made more sense to actually tunnel in and undermine the base and take the core out. But so I'll talk more about that in a little while. But the result of all that tunneling is the fact that if I now come to F2, oh, I was just looking at the auger. More about that in a little while as well. Got a lot of things to get through in this part, but if I show you the Plutus now and we add you to the factory, you can see we've now got all the estrum, we've got everything, and all we need now is 4 more advanced upgrade kits. And the reason I was looking at the actual auger here, this is the Reforged auger, is that some of you suggested that rather than hand drilling in, I use the auger, because the thing about the auger is because it's got I think it's got 6 drills on it and they're all kind of mounted around the front. It becomes effectively a tunneling machine. So that is something that you do want to work. So that is something that is certainly worth considering. But however, I'd like to complete the Plutus first. Now, the next thing I want to show you before we go outside and I'll show you something else is that I've actually installed a universal constructor here. Simply because in order to make certain things, you need this universal constructor. Now, I did get a comment, and as usual, guys, a big thank you for all your comments and feedback. As usual, you give me a heck of a lot to think about. The only thing I would say about this universal constructor is that I think that because we've got I wouldn't say the upgrade kits, but where is it? Oh, it's not in here. I would have to go back to the auger. Go back to the auger. Add that to the factory. What I feel is that they should come up with a formula for the plasma converters, but only allow you to manufacture that with a universal constructor, so that you can't just knock them out with a large constructor. I think that would be quite a useful step forward, and they could use rare resources as well, so it's not something like you can just knock them up on the starter planet. But I think considering the number of plasma converters and items like that, I think it would give a bit more reason to use a universal constructor. And if I come into the tech tree, now if you want to know what the universal constructor actually makes is, you just look on the right hand side. Most of the level 25 items now, except for maybe that advanced shield generator, requires a universal constructor. That is the little green square here. And that applies also to the capital vessels. So basically now, if you really want some of the very advanced goodies in this game, you've got to have a universal constructor. And that's the reason for using it. But as somebody said in the comments, it's pretty heavy on CPU. And it's also fairly heavy on power. That's the reason why I've got it switched off at the moment. So that is the current situation. Now, what I'm going to do is just go out. I can't remember how far I'm away from the bastion. Yeah, I think I'm a bit too far away. So we'll use the actual SV. And I'll show you what devastation I've kind of wrought outside. And we'll just jump into the MX5 and I'll just show you here. Turn the thrusters on. What's left of the bastion is over here. Now, because this one was quite helpfully located, you can see the actual depression there. So I was able to kind of get in and get kind of tunnel in from a fairly short distance. Now the core is actually in the center underground, so it's relatively easy to get to. I'm not going to plod through the tunnel. And you can see here, this thing has literally got multiple gun platforms, because you've got a platform there with a turret on and a platform there with a turret on, and then you've got two in each direction. What I tried to do using the mountains was take down some of these turrets, but to be completely honest, a light rail gun, I might as well just thrown rocks at it. It had no impact whatsoever, and that's why I resorted in the end to the underground approach by tunneling in, because the alternative was that I'd have had to build a complex of tunnels to get in and get these. I think this is the zirconium deposit here. There's a little bit left in that. And then there's two Empyrion deposits here. I think there's one here, and there's another one tucked in here somewhere as well. And I would have had to build a massive tunnel complex. Oh, there's the other one there, tucked in just over here. I think this is the first one I actually went for, because I was able to get in about here, and you can see where I actually tunneled in from there, because I was able to get right in here. I do want to give you a quick tip about hand tunneling, and if I can, I'm just going to jump out there, put the light on. Now what I'm going to show you is, if I need to drill, where's the drill? I got the drill. Merc Harvest controller. I can't. There's the drill. Better put the drill charges in. Now I don't know if I can reproduce this, but what you'll find is that if you start drilling in like this, now what you'll see is, see the crack lines running through here. If you aim for a junction, say just there, what you'll find is that you can open up, it takes a little while to open up a turret like that, and you'll see you get a cross there. If you keep aiming at the cross as you advance forward, sometimes you've got to open it up a little bit. What happens is that you can actually drill through quite quickly just by aiming at the cross. And if you get it right, well, if you lose the cross, just aim for the seam, and you'd be surprised how quick you can actually drill distances like this just by aiming at that cross point. It's almost like it's the joint of 3 or 4 terrain blocks. There we go, I got another one just there, and you can see how quickly you can get through just by aiming at that cross there. And you can see, I mean this gives you an idea how much you can actually, you can see how much tunnel I've built in just a few minutes. And what you do get is a kind of natural shaped tunnel that you can get through quite quickly. So if you do have to hand drill, I strongly recommend a laser drill. You can actually get through. Now that could be a fluke of just this planet, but it's certainly worth looking for if you are going to indulge in a little bit of kind of tunneling. Now the one thing I will say about this this bastion, there was a reasonable amount of loot in it. No special loot as such, beyond a couple of nice things that came from deconstructing the turrets. But what I will say is that unless you've got like a couple of valuable resources I would probably say it's not really worth expanding so much energy to get past all those turrets just to kind of loot the actual building itself. But in my case, it was certainly worth it, because getting the 2 Empyrion deposits and the zirconium made a really big difference to there. Wow. And one thing I have been doing is going through a lot of fuel. But then again, I've been doing a lot of refining as well. But I did pick up a large Empyrion deposit while I was here as well. And just to give you an idea of what I've got is, oops, no, Wakara. Oh, the other thing also now, I've got to the point where I'm getting a massive overflow of some basic materials out of the deconstructor. So I've kind of left them in here so that they don't clog up the main area here. You see, I've got 4,590 zirconium, and I also picked up some gold. So I've got 1,584 gold, but more importantly, I've got 3,436 esterium, which is going to really make a very big difference there. And of course, we've got plenty of promethium just at the moment. I think what I will do, no, oh, maybe it's oxygen that's low. Oh no, it's the MX5 that's the Merc MX5 that's probably getting low on fuel. So we'll just top the fuel up as well. Drop a part of those in. And oxygen. Oh, the oxygen's not too bad. So we've now very much on the point of completing the Plutus. All we got to do now is find a trading station where we can buy those plasma converters. Hello, there's a overseer there. Oh well, never mind. But just to repeat myself, I still feel that maybe the advanced constructor should be. Oh, there's a bit of a peak there with the jet power supply. I do feel that maybe you should be able to make those plasma converters using the advanced constructor, because I mean it's not something that you're going to build in the beginning of the game, simply because it's just so blooming big. And of course, you've got to have a capital vessel with enough CPU and resources to be able to do what we're going to do. So here we are up in space now. Before we leave this system, I just want to have a quick look. See if, I mean, we got an asteroid belt there. Let's have a quick look. It is an asteroid belt, isn't it? Full quality asteroid belt. Part of me says to take a quick swing by this so that we might be able to pick up what I would really. No, it says I've already discovered this, so I've been there and I didn't find what I was looking for. We've got full quality asteroid, but I don't think I'm going to bother actually. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go back to the missions. So here's the Delta system. What we're going to do is lock target, and we're going to go there so that we can pick up the mission, because there's a stronger chance of finding a trading station in the Delta system than there is in just going to random systems. So what we're going to do is just go to the Delta system. Of course, what we're going to come to the planetary system. Is that the Odyssey? There's a trade station Delta here, but first thing we're going to do is just pick up the mission. It says 0.3 astronomical units. Right, we're just going to pick up you. So here we are. We are just coming up on the research vessel. Wow. That change of color was pretty dramatic. So just level off, and you must just fly straight for the hangar and crash into the side of it. Well, nearly crash into the side of it. Whoops. I think we can just wait here. It's not like we got to drop off anything that's pretty massive, so we can go through here. Wow. Obviously we're underneath the ship itself, so turn the jetpacks off, and of course we're should have goodbye. Not that we're going to get that much in the way of trade, so we're actually no, we won't connect to the deconstructor just in case. We'll just connect that. I've got one enemy turret here. I think this is the turret off of that base. Get rid of that. So, got any spare supplies? Take the supplies now. Okay, want to ask you something. Wish to trade. What's he going to trade? I mean, he will. Insignia of the Xeno Captain Bounty. Okay, that's new. I don't know what that is. You never want to sell data pads. You could buy them here. He hasn't got any anyway, so of course what we've got next to us, this is, I think somebody actually posted a comment, is we've got the schematics guy here, and we can buy schematics here for various weapons if you need them, but as you can see that the options are pretty limited. And of course you can sell schematics here, but there's so schematics are so rare that you certainly don't want to sell them. Let's talk to this guy. What's going on? Strange noises. This is the Gerald mission. I'll keep an eye open. We have a stowaway. And of course we've got to check things because everything's always changing. And of course here's the secure container that's we need. It's locked. I think we've got the armor lockers. And of course what we will do is pick up the grain. I don't think there's anything. Oh, got a little bit of ice. I do really need to find an ice asteroid so that we can don't have to keep worrying about water. What we got here are liquors and cars. Of course, those are the new icons. Right, we'll go. I don't think we really need to go up on the, because I haven't got any data pads or anything to hand in. What is this guy going to tell us? Wait, I suppose the one who asked, yeah, it's not the other way around. Someone who said that it's found an old emergency broadcast there. Wonder what could have been found. I've barely got used to the old plant icons, and we got new plant icons. And I think I got another ice chunk of ice there. We got somebody wandering here. Can't talk to him. I think they said there's something up here. Well, we'll certainly take that. There's a bit more up here. Have a shower. Oh, here we are. Right, I think we found the data pad. Take the access card. Oops. I think this is the Gerald mission. So just go here. There's definitely a little bit more up here than there used to be. Well, certainly a lot. Take the ice cubes. And go up here. The bathrooms are definitely a lot bigger than they used to be. Up here. I'm not sure. I don't think we've got to go through there, have we? I think that's just I'm just curious. We actually, no. Now, I think if we go to the engineering, Is it? These, isn't it? I thought I'd taken the access card. That, hang on. Right, it says maintenance access card 12A. Is that on this side? Okay. Wow. Yep. Well, we got a tiny amount of loot here. Okay, take the PDA. Gerald's partially corrupted log. Okay. What does this say? Okay, it doesn't really tell us. So it looks like we've kind of done part of the mission. Got a few bits and pieces here. I'll be completely upfront. I'm kind of groping in the dark here. Anyway, we're going to go up and see the captain. Bridge. Keep going up. So I think we've done half of the mission. Let's go and talk to the captain. Do you have any missions? Okay, survey the Delta system. Yep. Accept the mission. I mean, we got that. We had that entrance there, but I don't think we can get. Just want to take another look at this. I mean, we couldn't destroy that, so anyway. And I'm assuming that the whoops, got a little bit of iron ingots. We've got some sparkling wines. Okay. Now we've got to find the our ship. It's not that way. Must be this way. It's just yeah. We'll come back to the Gerald mission later on. If any of you guys have actually finished it, feel free to chuck it in the comments. But just get down here. Of course, what we're going to do is that can go into there. Give a little bit of ice, raw food, liquors. That's really a trade item, isn't it? Then we got plants. I really need to set up a kind of a trade box here because we got all sorts of these stuff which maybe I could sell them. We got one undelivered cargo. I'm not exactly sure where that came from, and it's not deconstruct. I think it's raw materials. Yeah, so we got some more plants that we can tuck in there. Right, so what we're going to do now is put the thrusters on, put away from the ship, and our next port of call will be the trade station. Trade station Delta. Did you get a lock? There it is. We have to burn our way towards the sun. So get there, get up to speed. Right, what have we got in here? Iron and pentaxid. Now this is actually a Polaris Center. So there's a possibility that if we try to mine an asteroid in here, they might get a bit upset. Anyway, so what I'm going to do now is we're just going to head for the Kennick station and see if we can get some trading in. Now, I'm not sensing any hostiles here, so whoops. So I just picked up a shipping pallet. So what we're going to do, no point passing it up, we'll just go and check it out. Again, we're just going to use the MX5. It should be just there. It is, abandoned shipping pallet. We'll go and check out the shipping pallet and see what we can find. Oops. Oh, great. Ha. I think I was a little bit too enthusiastic here. And the game has conned me, isn't it? Yeah, it says press switch. Yeah, I think I've blown it up, haven't I? Oh, blown it completely. Yeah, I shouldn't have bumped into it, should I? Oh well. Put that in my things not to do. I've got to find this ship now. Back to the Makara. Okay, welcome back. We've got the Kennick station, and we've also got a level 1 trade station. I think we'll go for the trade station first. And we got a cargo, some drones and stuff around as well. I think we'll start with the trade station. We'll drop down. Advertisement tug. Okay. So I say we'll head for the trade station first, then we'll go back to the Kennick station. I feel that the trade station might be in range of a base offering services. That means that if we've got the money, we can. Oops, I think we've got a drone attached to us. If I can just try and get in a little bit closer. Because of course, if I go in here, so what we're going to do now, again, is I don't think we were. We'll just go in the airlock first. Okay, this is up. Well, let's go up to the trade floor market. There we are. Right. What I'm looking for is advanced upgrade kits. I'm here to buy nothing here. Estrum. Could buy some Estrum if we needed it. Don't need it anymore. Trouble is I don't have that much cash, so we're going to have to be a little bit careful. Got tech over there. Weapons. Small upgrade kit. Thank you, game. I could sell some weapons, but he only needs fairly high level weapons, and he's got upgrade kits. So I've got a few upgrade kits I can sell. Let's have a look here. What have we got in the way of upgrade kits? We've got a couple of rifle upgrade kits. Shotgun upgrade kit. Don't ever really upgrade the pistols, so we could sell those off. Actually, I'm a bit worried about the rifle upgrade kits. Oh, right. So we're see if we can sell these off. Of course, he only sells shotgun upgrade kit. Sell 2 of those. And he doesn't take pistol upgrade kits. Thank you, game. Okay. So that's a little bit of a disappointment. We got some automated auto tellers as well. Can't remember where I put the cash. Put those in the auto teller as well. That gives 63,000. Work shift maintenance. Okay, that's no good. We got a bar. Let's have a look around here. We got. Oh, we could sell some plants. Let me just pick up some plants. Oops. Better put that in raw food. There we are. Don't really have a lot of use for those plants at the moment. I'm here to shop. And of course, he doesn't want to sell me any plants. Thank you, game. You could steal some crops, but it's not worth the effort. Right. We will check the bartender, because the bartenders sometimes have random thingies. I'm here for a drink. He sells beer. Sells liquors. Of course, we got... so that's not much good. Okay, let's just see what this guy's got to offer. I mean, we've got Titan combat armor. What's that? Durability 15,000. Wow. Armor 500. 63,000 though. I've got. Let me just see. I've just saw. Personal supplies. We got some of these that we don't need anymore. I want to keep that. Probably don't need the jetpack booster. Don't need the armor really. I don't think he buys any advanced stuff. Let's have a look. I don't see any red icons. Okay, armor booster. Sell some of those. Not seeing anything here. I've actually got some other armors as well. We could probably... I mean, I don't really use them, so... we got medium armor, improved light armor, improved medium armor. I've got 2 improved medium armors as well we could sell off. I do like the medium armor. So, just... sell that. Improved medium armor. That will sell. That gives us a bit more cash. I think we've been all the way around now. Yeah, he's just got the solar cells, zirconium, laser drills. Okay. So I think I'm just going to check upstairs just to see what's up here. This is just the hotel. Okay, so this, because it's only a level 1 trade station, it's probably a little bit of a bust. So what we'll do now is find my ship, see if we can go to the Kenix station and see if that's got anything that we can sell off as well or buy. Otherwise it could be a little bit disappointing. Oh, we better have something to eat as well. Raw materials, just put this all back in here. Actually, while we're here, put this in. This needs to go into raw food. One thing I will do is just take a quick visit at the armor locker. Probably don't need these in here as well. So, and what I'm going to do, thrusters on, get a bit of static. And we're going to head for the Kenix station and see if we can get any better luck in the Kenix station. Oops, I think I've just bashed a cargo drone. In game, all I want, oops. Okay, we'll just crash into like you do. Right, we got station services. No base with stations nearby. Reputation is at least neutral. Okay. I thought I was I thought they liked me. If I upset the Polaris, I thought didn't I get any food? Food and meds, veggie burger. And what? Knock the jetpack out. There's a guy back here. I can't remember what. I'm here to shop. So he would buy a transportation booster and light armor. I think I've got a. Yeah, we've got a transport booster. I've got 2 of those. I was actually using that to pick up when I was doing a little bit of mining. I actually used the transportation booster to be able to carry more back when I was actually doing things. So, right, I'm just going to wander around and see, because I'm aware that I'm spending a lot of time. This is the security area. I'm spending a lot of time on this, and we're not really accomplishing anything. Here to shop. Grain, vegetables, cheese, milk, egg, spices, roots. Not sure what we're going to use roots for. Are you? Got CPU, advanced electronics, advanced upgrade kit. Yes. I'm actually going to buy. Oh, he's only got. We got no more money. Right, so we've now got the advanced upgrade kit, and I've just spent all my money. Let's see. Yep, we're broke. But we've accomplished what we want to do. So come in here. Drop one of those in there, and we can start production at long last. Right, what we're going to do is get out of here And I've gone up too far, haven't I? Come up here. Go out through this. Right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get back to my ship, and we're going to choose our first planet to explore in the Delta system. So we'll just get back to the ship. Thrusters on. Back away. We're now got an advertisement tug Starliner. Cargo shuttle, cargo drone. You're in range of stations offering services. Okay. We could buy some pentaxid, but I've got plenty of pentaxid. I'm tempted, but at the same time, if I had a lot more money, I probably would do it there. Got a kind of a Starliner asteroid here. Oh no, the Starliner's crashed into the asteroid. But I think this is the alloy synthesis factory. We certainly don't want to mess with that. Anyway, right, we've got to go to Delta 2. This is a medium desert planet. What have we got over here? So we got 2 planets which are roughly the same. So what we're going to do is head for the medium Delta planet, I think. So we're just going to head for the medium Delta planet. And I mean, we're not going to get great things, but at the moment, I'm just going to be happy to make progress. Right, here we are. Let's see what we got here. We got silicon, neodymium, and pentaxid. We got pentaxid asteroid right next to us. But I think what we're going to do is, well, going to level off, turn off the inertia drives, and we're going to head straight for Delta 2. And I'll see you once we get there. So here we are. We're just breaking through the atmosphere on Delta 2. Looks like we've kind of come down in Polaris territory. If I look at it, we've got quite a lot of Polaris stuff here going on. Let me just see what we got here. I wouldn't mind the Promethium. And we got a little bit of Neo, but don't really need Neo as such. So I think what we're going to do is just take an opportunity to put the ship down on the desert here. So there's dry planets, so those are a good source of neodymium. We're a lot higher than I thought I was. We're not in any territory. Turn that off. We'll leave the shields on. And I'm just gonna, so we've now got our first of our planets lined up. And we're just gonna jump in the SV. We're obviously right, we're right on the edge of 0x territory. It's not that much of a problem. We've got Trade 2 station up to the north of us. Got piles and piles of Neo, very small Promethium, Polaris oxygen processor. So looks like we might have something in this way in the by this Polaris station. So Right, just to wind this video off, what we're going to do is we're going to go and see what that heat signature inside of all this massive other stuff. I'm not worried about the drones, but I'm just curious to see what that heat signature is and see whether it's going to be worth checking out. If not, what I'll do is I'll spend a little bit of time exploring this planet. It's an abandoned depot. Okay, so it's not really going to be that much use, to be honest. We've got Polaris Distribution Center. We've got Talon on the planet. We may want to be able to do something here. All right, there's another signature over there. I don't really want to redo an abandoned depot. Because we've done one of those, and I think they're relatively straightforward. Anyway, I'm just going to check out this next signature and I'll be right back. I think it's also worth noting, if you actually look here, if I kind of ping out this thing, see most of these Xerax bases are shielded, so we're not going to get into them quite easily. So I think it's time to start thinking about putting together a weapon system that we can actually do to take down some of these Xerax bases, because we haven't had much of a crack at the Xerax so far. But that's something we can do. Anyway, this what I'm going to do is, I don't think we're going to find much here. We got an abandoned bunker. We've nearly been all the way around the planet. We got some ruins down here. We got Talon farms. Not really kind of feeling it, to be honest. Got a Polaris data center. I'm not that's any interest. What I will do off camera is go and check out the Polaris trade station there and see if we can actually drop off any junk. Anyway, this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.